Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of EURUSD Trade Setup. And this week is going to be really busy considering there are high volatility impacting news coming up this week. So, as usual, we're going to look at the economic calendar first and then come back to the chart and look at the technical part. So, going to the investing.com economic calendar, just filtered for the high volatile news and so as you can for the entire week. So as you can see, there are a couple of high impacting news from the Eurozone and USD, and especially on from Wednesday onwards, there are quite a few news coming up. So Wednesday you have the new home sales, and this is one of the important factors for the growth. And the forecast has been given as 590 against the previous month's number of 685k. So that's a considerable reduction in the number of new home sales, and that says that economy is not growing as fast as it should be, or rather it's not growing from the previous months. And this will have an impact on the Euro USD movement, and obviously this will be a negative for the US dollars becoming strengthening, and expect the euro to go higher. And moving on to Thursday, we have important news coming up from the Eurozone. At 8:15, they have their interest rate decision. Considering the recession looming in the Eurozone, so ECB is expected to increase the interest rate by 75 basis points. So we're expecting it to be 2% from the current rate of 1.25%. And this obviously is going to impact the Euro USD movements. And this, if it comes out, so Euro is going to go higher. Moving on, GDP for quarter on quarter, the focus has been given as plus 2.1%. Maybe we should take it with a pinch of salt. We'll have to wait and see how things are coming up for this one, but for sure at 8:15 there's going to be a wild movement on Euro USD. And initial jobless claim as well, the numbers have been given higher than the previous month, and this obviously is going to help Euro to move further higher. So moving on, we have Euro ECB President talking about the interest reduction and the upcoming things. So there'll be one or two hints dropped during that press conference, and obviously that will have an impact on the Euro USD movement as well. So Thursday is a very important day for Euro USD. Given there are high impact news coming up starting from 8 o'clock till midday of Thursday. Going on to Friday, core PCE and pending home sales. Considering Friday after midday, it's going to be really quiet, so I don't expect much movement. Given all the actions will be on Thursday with the ECB news, GDP, initial jobless claims, and few stuffs coming from Euro and USD. So it's going to be a volatile week this week. And if you ask me, I'm going to stay away from the trades. I'm just going to wait and watch how things are coming up, especially the press conference from the ECB president, and as well as how much the interest rate has been increased. Whether it's 75 basis points or 50 or more than that, we're not sure. So my preference would be to stay away from this market this week. It shouldn't be a compulsion that you should trade daily, as well as my thing is like I don't trade during high impacted volatile news. So rather prefer to wait until things settle down and we get a clear view from the Eurozone as well as the US region. But anyway, let's go back to the chart and see how things are turning out to be there. And on Friday, there's been a bit of pull from the 0.971 region and going up at least 100 150 pips, so that has gone up. And as mentioned in the previous sessions, I mentioned that 0.98 0.99 region has turned out to be an important resistance region for Euro USD. So even today it had got rejected at this region and is coming down, as well as you can see a small trend line is forming up as well. So if you ask me, you can go long on USD either here on come down or let it come down to 0.9795 region, and then you can go long. And again we have the important resistance region at 0.99, as well as an downtrend line coming up here. So along with that, we have volatile news coming up. So considering all these things, a small movement here and there, it's going to be risky affair to trade EURUSD this week, or at least until Thursday midday. So we'll have to see how things turn up. And as I said, if you ask me if you want to trade, if you're compelled to trade, then you can go long from here where EURUSD currently is trading at, or just wait for it to come down a bit along this trend line and then go long from here. But if this breaks the trend line and goes down, you're going to exit your long and then place your short trade on retest of this trend line. Apart from that, as I said, we're just going to wait and watch how the EURUSD moves, whether it goes higher or on the down. And but given the traders' sentiment, 55% are going long on EURUSD, considering the interest rate hike is just around the corner. So you can go long, have like 100, 150 pips as profit. You can take the profits during the volatile movement, or you can just wait for it to come down 50 or 100 pips and then go long from there. So that's the trade setup for today, as well as we had a look at the week upcoming. So we'll meet in our next session and see how things turn up today. And hopefully the EURUSD should go up as we predicted, and maybe a bit of downward pull, whether it's here the resistance region or towards the downward trend line. And take profit would be like take your profits either in 0.99 or I'd say take profit at 0.99 and then close off all your trades, and then we will wait whether it's going to break this trend line and resistance line, and upon retest we're going to go long higher from there, or if it doesn't break this resistance and trend line, we're going to short. So go long and then close your profits, close your trades on profit in 0.99. And that's all for today. Happy trading, as well as enjoy your profits. And if you have any questions, please drop down in the comments. Happy to clarify that. Other than that, signing off for today. We'll meet you on the next session. Thanks everyone. See ya.